Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through today's topic. We're setting the stage for a really fascinating exploration into the ultimate value of a brand. We're going to look at a concept that fundamentally rethinks what it means to build an audience, connect with a community, and establish real, lasting value in the digital age. If you've ever spent time creating content, building a business, or leading a community, you are definitely going to want to pay close attention to where the future is heading.
Okay, let's jump right in with a question that honestly might just completely change how you view your digital footprint. What if your YouTube channel had its own brand token? I want you to really let that powerful, imagination-sparking hypothetical sink in for a moment. What would that actually look like? And what would it mean for you and the people who show up to follow you?
Section 1. The ultimate brand asset.
Think about it for a second. You've built a YouTube channel, you created the videos, you spent grueling months, maybe even years, carefully building an audience. You know the drill. Staring at an editing timeline at 2 a.m., trying to get that one cut absolutely perfect. People watch your content, they return, they listen to your ideas, and some of them actively support you. But we really have to ask ourselves, what is the most valuable asset you've actually built? Is it just your subscriber count? Your total views? The answer is actually incredibly simple. It's trust. Trust is what makes people come back. It's exactly why they listen to you. It's a harsh but true reality that without trust, your entire audience is literally just a number on a screen.
And that brings us to a pretty crucial principle. Without trust, a brand is only a name. Trust may very well be the absolute most foundational asset a brand can possibly build. It is the bedrock of why anyone listens to or supports a creator. But right now, we're facing a fascinating problem, or rather, an incredible shift in how we interact with the world.
Section 2. The digitalization of everything.
We are living through this massive, ongoing transformation, where the physical assets of the past are being completely reimagined for a digital world. Historically, books became digital. Music became digital. Recently, money became digital. Today, content and communities are overwhelmingly digital, thriving across platforms like YouTube, X, Telegram, and Discord. The world is just continuously creating digital forms of things that once existed only physically. But what about trust? Right now, trust between a brand and its audience still has no universal digital form of expression. Digitizing trust isn't some crazy leap. It's actually the perfectly logical next step in an ongoing historical pattern.
Section 3. What is a brand token?
So, if we need a digital expression for trust, what could that look like? Well, first, let's firmly reframe our expectations here. A brand token is absolutely not a meme coin, and it is definitely not a promise of profit. We are separating this entirely from the crypto hype, the chaotic trading charts, the coins flying to the moon, and all that get-rich language. A brand token does not imply guaranteed value, price growth, returns, or financial benefits. It is simply not a financial product. It begins somewhere entirely different.
Simply put, a brand token is a possible, publicly accessible digital expression of trust and voluntary support for a brand, creator, or community. This digital asset begins with a real brand, a real identity, and the actual trust built with a real audience. It's not a DAO. It's not a vote. Think of it as a digital voice of support.
Section 4. Memberships versus brand tokens.
Now, you might be wondering, wait, don't we already have ways for audiences to show support? Well, yes, but there's a really key difference. Today, platforms like YouTube offer memberships where people pay for exclusive access. And that's great, but that membership is completely siloed. It exists entirely inside one platform. Your channel might be on YouTube, but your audience is everywhere, right? They might chat on Telegram, they might follow you on X. A brand token, on the other hand, is connected directly to your brand identity, not owned by any single platform. So your channel stays on YouTube, your community grows on Telegram, and your brand token seamlessly travels with your brands across the entire broader digital world.
And look, this isn't just some niche tech experiment. Let's look at some practical examples of who could use a brand token. Yes, for sure, a YouTube channel could have one, but so could a vibrant Telegram community, a creator on X, an independent writer who wants a token connected to their personal brand, a musician building a digital connection around their music,
Even a coffee brand, a local business, or a global company could use this. This is a universal concept for anyone building an audience and earning trust. Not because every brand needs cryptocurrency, but because this broader trend of digitalization just keeps moving forward.
Section 5. The Trust-Based Brand Model.
Let's dive into the core framework that ties this entire explainer together. The trust-based brand model helps us understand the relationship between humans and brands in this new era. Step 1. Trust is the primary asset. Step 2. A brand is simply the form that trust takes in the world. And Step 3. A brand token can become a possible digital expression of that trust. It perfectly structures the relationship. When a person chooses to support a brand with a token, they're using a digital voice to basically say, I trust what you create, and I believe in what this community is building.
But I really need to stress a crucial point here. The token is not the foundation, trust is. A token cannot magically or automatically create trust by itself. There's no way. It doesn't replace your content platform, and it certainly doesn't build you an audience out of thin air. Trust absolutely must come first. The token is merely a voice of voluntary support that only has any meaning if the trust already exists.
Section 6. The Future of Brands.
Let's shift our focus to what all of this means for the broader landscape as this digitalization trend continues on. We aren't presenting this as some finished, one-size-fits-all universal solution, but rather as a highly compelling model for what's coming next. As relationships and assets become increasingly digital, brands may eventually look for their own digital identity well beyond websites, social media accounts, and platform memberships. A brand token represents one highly possible, very serious model for that future identity, extending way beyond just a logo or a follower count.
So the real question today isn't whether every single brand in the world should have a token. The real question is personal to you. If you already have a brand, if you already have an audience, and if people already deeply trust what you create, would you want your own brand token? I want you to take everything we've explored today and really apply it to your own creative endeavors, your own business, or your own community.
And if your answer to that last question was yes, I want to end our explainer today with this final, provocative thought. What should that token actually represent? Should it represent trust, voluntary support, the strength of your community, special access? Or is it something entirely new that we literally haven't even imagined yet? This is a profound question about the future of human connection in a digital world. Thank you so much for exploring this with me today. Keep building that trust and keep looking toward the future.